The neighborhood of Maplewood Ridge had a way of pretending everything was fine. From the outside, it looked like the picture of suburban perfection, rows of pastel houses, neatly trimmed hedges, and mailboxes that gleamed like trophies of conformity. But beneath the manicured lawns and forced smiles was a quiet war of control. Every street, every fence, every mailbox belonged not to the residents, but to the iron grip of the homeowners association and its self-appointed queen, Karen Whit. Karen had lived there for 15 years. In that time, she had become more than just a neighbor. She was the enforcer of standards. Every flower planted without approval, every vehicle parked slightly over the line, every sound above a whisper after 8 p.m. was a personal affront to her authority. The HOA board was technically a group of 5, but everyone knew that Karen's word was law. That's why when the new resident moved into 1125 Oakmont Drive, she took immediate notice. The man's name was Daniel Reed. He was quiet, polite, and kept to himself. A single man in his early 40s, with an unassuming smile and a tendency to disappear for days at a time. The neighbors whispered their theories, perhaps a traveling consultant, perhaps a divorcee, perhaps someone hiding from something. But what truly unsettled Karen wasn't who Daniel was, it was what he was doing. For the first few weeks, everything seemed normal. His lawn was perfect, his trash bins were neatly aligned, and his mailbox was painted in HOA-approved beige. But then came the noises. Late at night, low hums, rhythmic clanks, flashes of blue light bleeding through the cracks of his garage door. One neighbor swore he saw a shadow moving inside, metallic and unnatural. Another claimed to have heard the faint hiss of compressed air, like a machine breathing. Karen made it her mission to find out what was going on. She started small, casual observations during her morning jogs, notes in her little HOA inspection book. She noticed that Daniel's garage door was always closed, even on weekends. Packages arrived often, heavy ones, marked with "handle with care" and fragile equipment. She noticed black SUVs occasionally parked near his property, their windows tinted too dark to see through. Each detail was another drop of fuel to the fire of her suspicion. The HOA meeting that month was short. Karen didn't mention Daniel by name, but she brought up concerns about residents conducting business activities on private property. Her eyes flicked toward his house the entire time. A few board members shifted uneasily, but didn't challenge her. They never did. That night, Karen stood at her bedroom window, staring across the street at the faint blue light leaking from Daniel's garage. Her pulse quickened. Curiosity turned into obsession. She needed to know what was in there, because if it was against HOA rules, she would stop it, no matter what it took. By the third week, her curiosity had metastasized into paranoia. She began timing Daniel's routine. He left for work around 8 a.m. every morning, carrying a black duffel bag. He returned between 6 and 7 p.m., always entering through the garage before locking it behind him. The only time the garage door opened was briefly, just enough for him to slip inside before sealing it shut again.